In the last video, I didn't talk too much about how I was feeling on the one day on, one day off. So I'm gonna do a bit of that in this video, as well as talk about what my plan is for maintaining mental health in the new year and trying to minimize the risks of anything bad ever happening again. So as far as how I've been feeling lately, I think I do feel an obvious difference between the days where I take medication and the days where I don't. That is more pronounced than before this phase where I just happened to miss a day. So I think maybe the overall level of medication in my system has reduced a bit. I would say I'm 90% less now than when I was 5 years ago at the hospital. And on the days where I haven't taken a medication, then I usually take it about 5 or 6 p.m., maybe 6-ish if I miss the 5 p.m. mark. Um, the medications make me a little sleepy. And so on the days where I take them, it seems easier to sleep on that night, but I feel a little more tired during that next day. On the days where I don't take medication, it's a little bit difficult to sleep on that night. Although it's hard to tell in many ways because of all the other kind of lifestyle factors at play. There's winter, there's family, there's the moon, there's the end of year kind of celebrations, all this stuff. So I'm not operating in my usual. I can't really separate the variables, but I can definitely sense that on the days where I don't take the medication, I have higher energy than on the days that I do, as far as the next day is concerned. And I had a few moments where actually, with lifestyle factors taken into consideration, I had some really short nights of sleep on days where I didn't take medication, and then I would catch up on the day where I took medication. And this would happen for 3 or 4 nights back to back. So I would sleep 3 or 4 hours on a day where I hadn't taken medication. And then the next day, I'd find it hard to take a nap. So I would just power through my day and then go to bed early. And then I'd sleep 10 to 11 hours the next day. And then that cycle would happen again for a couple of days. So that had me a little bit worried that maybe, oh, if I don't take my medication, am I gonna become hypomanic? Is this gonna maintain? Am I gonna struggle to sleep? But I think looking at the last 2 months overall with a kind of bird's eye view, I can put it more down to lifestyle factors. There might be a small component of it which is medication related, and I definitely feel that, but I don't feel as much of that worry now that I have almost two, yeah, 2 and some months of data behind me. And in order to maintain my mental health, what I've been doing more and more is I've been really dialing up my morning routine with meditation, exercise, and lately I've been adding music to that routine as well, whether it's during the meditation or whether it's during the exercise. I've really been prioritizing those three things. And my final, so that kicks off my day really well. I block off my mornings to not have too much time coordinated activities like meetings, calls, etc. in the morning because I want to give myself that flexibility. And the second thing that I want to do is really prioritize the ongoing therapy. Even though I have already tackled a lot of my big stuff in the therapeutic context, I want to tackle more and more of the little stuff that kind of annoys me. And so, with all of that, And plus just really being conscious of my state, being conscious of my body, and being conscious of my sleep levels and my energy levels as well. That's essentially the bulk of my plan for maintaining as good of mental health as I can for the new year and beyond.